20 अक्टूबर 2016 28वें महालेखाकार सम्मेलन के उद्घाटन समारोह में आप सभी का स्वागत है। भारत के नियंत्रक एवं महालेखा परीक्षक यानी CAG के कार्यालय द्वारा इस सम्मेलन का आयोजन राजधानी दिल्ली में हो रहा है। जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, देश भर से अकाउंटेंट जनरल इस सम्मेलन में शिरकत कर रहे हैं और अब से कुछ ही पलों में भारत के माननीय राष्ट्रपति श्री प्रणब मुखर्जी इस समारोह का उद्घाटन करेंगे।
A very warm welcome once again. This two-day conference will have 4 brainstorming sessions on auditing the programs related to sustainable development goals, meeting challenges in revenue audit, impact of integrated financial management system on accounts and entitlement functions, and audit of local bodies, perspectives and concerns. The accountants general from all over the country are participating in the conference, as you can see, and will review the international best practices prevalent in audit and accounting, along with former CAGs of India, members of Audit Advisory Board, members of Government Accounting Standards Advisory Boards, and senior government officials are also attending the conference.
The Accountants General Conference, it's a biennial event. It's organized once in 2 years. It's a forum where all the senior functionaries of the Indian Audit and Accounts Department deliberate on strategic issues relating to governance, public accountability. They share their experiences, and as we saw there, they did stand for a while acknowledging the fact that in just a moment we'll have the Honorable President of India inaugurating this conference. The Indian Audit and Accounts Department's history dates back to 150 years. And the CAG, the head of the institution, is a constitutional authority. So Priyadarshini, I can say my name is Amit Arora, I'm a taxpayer, so are you, so are all these people and the viewers of Doordarshan. The question is, the revenue that government collects through taxes, the schemes that it makes and the budget that gets allocated, what assurance do I have that the monies collected are spent appropriately? That assurance to the taxpayer or the parliament is given by the office of the Comptroller and Auditor General.
Rightly said, Amit. And for the uninitiated, Comptroller and Auditor General CAG is sort of a guardian or caretaker of the national purse. He is appointed by the Honorable President of India for a tenure of 6 years. And when we talk about today's conference, the Accountants General Conference is sort of a prime platform where the entire top-level management of the IA and AD, Indian Audit and Accounts Department, come together once in 2 years to review, discuss, and probably recommend the direction in which the IA and AD needs to move in order to deliver its mandated duties in the best possible manner.
So the Constitution of India has the 3 pillars, namely the legislature that makes the laws, then there is the executive, President heads the executive, he has that Council of Ministers and the Prime Minister to aid and advise him, and then the judiciary is there at the center in the state. But the office of the CAG is independent of these 3. Presently, the Comptroller and Auditor General of India is Shri Shashikant Sharma. We did see in the visuals there Shri Vinod Rai seated in the front row. He's the former CAG. And there is also an Audit Advisory Board which is chaired by the CAG to advise him on matters relating to audit and suggest improvements in the performance and focus of audit within the framework of constitutional mandate of the CAG. That's Mr. Vinod Rai there speaking to former Deputy CAG.
In today's inaugural session, we'll have Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajanji addressing the gathering, along with Public Accounts Committee Chairman Professor K.V. Thomas and CAG himself, Shri Shashikant Sharma, along with Deputy CAG P. Mukherjee, and of course, Honorable President of India, Shri Pranab Mukherjee.
देश भर से अकाउंटेंट जनरल यहाँ इस सम्मेलन में शिरकत कर रहे हैं। आपको बताना चाहेंगे कि जब CAG ऑफिस की बात होती है तो देश में 130 से ज्यादा फील्ड ऑफिसेज हैं CAG के और हर एक फील्ड ऑफिस के प्रतिनिधि आज यहाँ पर राजधानी दिल्ली का जो सीएजी कार्यालय है, हेडक्वार्टर्स है दीनदयाल उपाध्याय मार्ग में, उसके सीएजी भवन में एकत्रित हुआ है इस सम्मेलन में भाग लेने के लिए। अलग अलग थीम है, जैसे चर्चा होगी कि सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स जो कि संयुक्त राष्ट्र ने बनाए हैं, उसके चलते डिफरेंट प्रोग्राम्स को किस तरह से ऑडिट किया जाए। रेवेन्यू ऑडिट में किस तरह के चैलेंजेस आते हैं, खासतौर से जिस तरह भारत सरकार का एक रिफॉर्म आया है टैक्स में, जीएसटी, इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स में बहुत बड़ा रिफॉर्म, जहां पर बहुत सारे टैक्सेस मर्ज होकर एक जीएसटी आ जाएगा, तो उसके मद्देनजर किस तरह की चुनौतियां आएंगी ऑडिट को लेकर। सिमिलरली टेक्नोलॉजी को कैसे आप लेवरेज करें, कैसे एक इंटीग्रेटेड फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम हेल्प कर सकता है अकाउंट्स में, एंटाइटलमेंट फंक्शंस में। और लोकल बॉडीज की अगर बात करें प्रियदर्शनी, तो संविधान क्योंकि एक लिविंग डॉक्यूमेंट है, समय समय पर उसमें अमेंडमेंट हुई है। हमने देखा 73rd 74th अमेंडमेंट में पंचायती राज इंस्टीट्यूशंस की बात हुई, तो चाहे पीआरआईज हों, चाहे अर्बन लोकल बॉडीज हों, उनके ऑडिटर अपने होते हैं, लेकिन सीएजी को सक्सेसिव फाइनेंस कमीशंस ने कहा है कि आप उनकी हैंड होल्डिंग करें, उन्हें तकनीकी तौर पर सहायता दें।
Rightly said, Amit, and probably that is the reason that CAG is so important for each Indian, because it is something very personal at the same time, because you get affected by their audits, you get affected by their rules each and every day, and each taxpayer is equally inquisitive about the next step. That is why CAG office is extremely important, which led Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to say that the CAG was and is the most important officer under the Constitution of India. The first Auditor General was appointed in November 1860. The auditing functions of the Auditor General of India were detailed in the Audit and Accounts Order 1936, which largely forms the basis of the audit mandate of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India post-independence. The first Indian Comptroller and Auditor General of independent India took over in 1948.
These accountant generals that have gathered from across the nation have come from different state capitals. The accountant generals have a very important duty. They are the ones who handle the accounts function, audit function, the entitlements function like the pension fund, provident fund of various state governments, of various state public sector undertakings that come under the ambit of the office of the CAG. And it is them who follow the core values of the CAG, which is independence, objectivity, integrity, reliability, professional excellence, transparency and positive approach. प्रियदर्शनी, जब भी ऑडिट शब्द का जिक्र होता है, कई बार एक घबराहट भी होती है कि ऑडिटर आएगा, कमियां बताएगा, डेफिशिएंसी, इरेगुलरिटी पॉइंट आउट करेगा। तो आपको भी ऑडिट शब्द से डर लगता है, या आपको लगता है नहीं, खामियां पता लगेंगी या अच्छी प्रैक्टिसेस पता लगेंगी तो बेहतरी से स्कीम्स इंप्लीमेंट हो सकेंगी?
जाहिर सी बात है, एज अ कॉमन पर्सन, एज अ लेमैन, audit is a word which is dreaded. You always feel that probably, you've not filled in your taxes well. You always want to meet the deadline. You always want to be the right taxpayer, the good Indian in everyday life.
But there has been a paradigm shift now.
Sure.
Today, auditors are seen as partners in upgrading governance.
Yeah.
लोग चाहते हैं कि जो पैसा सरकार राजस्व जुटाती है कर के माध्यम से, उसमें पारदर्शिता हो, जवाबदेही हो, और ये लोग जो अकाउंटेंट जनरल हैं, ये उसे सुनिश्चित करते हैं. So Indian Audit and Accounts Department, which is headed by the CAG, constantly strives to discharge its professional duties both as an auditor and an accountant in accordance with international best practices.
It is important that the INAD keeps reinventing and rejuvenating itself. A regular internal and probably external consultative process facilitates this effort to adapt and upgrade professional practices, structures and methods of functioning. And it is very, very important to reinvent it so that it keeps pace with time.
और सीएजी की बिल्डिंग की अगर बात करें तो दीनदयाल उपाध्याय मार्ग राजधानी दिल्ली का जो है, वहां पर ये जो सीएजी बिल्डिंग है, जिसके इस ऑडिटोरियम से आप ये सीधी तस्वीरें दूरदर्शन पर देख रहे हैं, ये नई बिल्डिंग है जो पिछले दशक भर में बनी है. फिरोजशाह रोड पर सीएजी का एक और कार्यालय है. और अगर हम देश भर के कार्यालयों की बात करें तो खासतौर से मैं स्मरण करना चाहूंगा शिमला, कलकत्ता, इलाहाबाद के ऑफिसेस का, क्योंकि सीएजी का जो दफ्तर है खासतौर पे इन जगहों पर वो हेरिटेज बिल्डिंग पर बना है। ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट की बात करें तो शिमला में यारोस जो बिल्डिंग है वो खासतौर से सहज रूप से याद आती है।
Right. They have kept the whole structure the way it is and have tried to restore our heritage, our culture, at the same time taking care of all the finance needs of each individual.
So everyone anticipating the arrival of the Honorable President of India, Shri Pranab Mukherjee, who will be inaugurating the two-day conference of the Accountant Generals. This is the 28th edition. And to tell you more about the different types of audits that are done by the Office of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, there is the financial audit. That's the financial attestation audit that the CAG office does, both for the union government and the state government. That is where they give an audit opinion. Then there is the compliance audit. That's more at a micro level audit, which is about routine transactions. And they go to the detailed voucher to check the regularity, the sanction, the rules, the financial propriety has been followed or not. And then at the macro level, there is the performance audit. This is like picking up a scheme. So say, for example, one of the themes that will be deliberated among these accountant generals will be auditing programs in relation to the sustainable development goals. So if one of the SDGs says fight poverty and targets have been set till 2030, then performance audit could help analyze that scheme or a project with respect to those targets.
Yeah, and certain specific functions and responsibilities are also allocated when we talk about CAG. The CAG has been authorized to conduct a review of the performance of the union government in meeting its obligations under the Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act 2003 as amended in 2012. The CAG has been also assigned the mentoring role of providing technical guidance and support to the local fund audit wings of the state governments, who are the primary auditors of the urban and rural local bodies.
That's Vandana Shiva, and she's part of the advisory board, which I just mentioned. The CAG is assisted by a lot of people so that they can really establish best practices. And today, when you talk about audit, one of the emerging very important audit is the environment audit, and therefore you have the environmentalist Vandana Shiva there.
CAG has been also entrusted the duty to certify the net proceeds of central taxes and duties which are shareable with the states. The CAG has the authority to audit the accounts of even private companies.
And as we can see, the accountant generals there standing to welcome the dignitaries, the Honorable Speaker Lok Sabha Sumitra Mahajanji, Dr. K.V. Thomas, the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee, through which the office of the CAG places its audit report to the Parliament. And now we await the arrival of the Honorable President. There he is, Honorable President of India, Shri Pranab Mukherjee, arriving at the 28th Conference of Accountants General. And even as the Accountant General gathered here, we'll discuss gamut of audit practices over the course of next 2 days. We hope that the institution of the CAG emerges stronger and rededicates itself to the cause of good governance. Namaskar.